Hold on, how's this? How's this? Is that better?
What were you doing before?
You know he like to have the curtains closed.
Doughboy's a vampire.
Well, I'm not a fan of natural light indoors.
Be quiet, man.
Get your weekly dose of R&R. Hey.
What up? This is your boy Doughboy.
And this is Kev on stage.
I'm Tony Baker over here in the middle.
And this is another remote installment of Started Off to the Front.
Righteous and ratchet. Righteous.
We all are at our own houses because we can't go outside because everything's going crazy. What up? How's everybody feeling?
Man, I miss you guys, man. Give me a virtual hug. Dap me up on the virtual.
Yes. Yo, did you see the video of Sway Lee? He went live and he tried to crowd surf during a virtual concert.
Nah, y'all put it in the group chat, but I didn't click it.
You got a crowd surf.
Yeah,
it
was weird.
It wasn't that funny though.
A crowd surf with a cyber crowd is weird. So it's just a thing. But before we move any further, we want to give a special shout out to the Right Pack. That's our Patreon group. They are watching live right now on Monday. This won't be released until Wednesday. In addition to getting content early, they get a bunch of content that is not available anywhere else. Different things like Love Hour After Dark, Slept On, the Joshy Gons tape. It's a bunch of content you guys can get for $5 a month. So go to KevOnStage.com. Join the Right Pack right now and get with us. How are you gentlemen surviving the quarantine, guys?
Man, outside of the lack of income from the shows, I am loving it. No flights, no travel, no hotel. Getting to know, apparently I have 2 children. My sons have not left the house in 11 days.
Wow.
So yesterday I was like, y'all want to go out? And they were like, no. I was like, why? Zay was like, man, we be in school all the time.
Yeah. Man, let me tell you something, man. I would have loved the pandemic when I was in school. I'd be like, bring that pandemic over here. Like in junior high and like high school, a pandemic, we at the crib.
But the thing is, it ain't like summertime. Like, luckily, Tone, the only thing is they're having pandemic with technology. So he can talk to his friends. He be texting and all that stuff. We actually, when we was growing up, you had to go outside to see your friends. No school, you wouldn't be able to see them.
That would have been tragic, though.
Yeah. I think that is terrible for my fitness goals. I was so close to 225, and I think the way my mind is set up, it can either see the best of things or the worst of things. So when this happened, I was just like, I don't know if we're making it out of this. You might as well eat 6 oatmeal pies this morning. I haven't worked out in like a week and a half.
Oh, Joe, you got to get out and walk, bro. I've been hiking. Me and Melissa hiking. I've been doing my in-home push-ups and whatnot.
But you're not supposed to be going outside, right?
No, they say you can go outside and walk. It's the whole being next to people close. They don't be that. Actually, there's a lot of people on the trail yesterday. I was like, man, y'all get out of here. This is my trail.
Right.
But you was there too.
I know, but I want to have it all to myself. I want to feel like it's my personal hike on my personal woods.
It was all over there with outside, man. Because I tried to go outside to get an isolated area to do a voiceover. There was people everywhere.
Really?
I'll be trying to hide and do the voiceover, but I needed outside and to yell. And then I'm like, man, why don't y'all go in the house?
Let me ask y'all this. How have y'all been dealing with y'all significant others? Because me and Tony we might make it out of this thing single. I don't know where we go.
Can she hear you?
She's right here.
Listen, me and Melissa, we always be together like this. Not this much time, but since we both we work together, it be like this. But the boys don't be here. That's the thing. The kids be up in here. Just Zay, You talk about eating when you're not hungry. Every 5 minutes, let me just see what's in the fridge. You can't possibly be hungry. You can't possibly need to eat now. Man, I ain't had a piece of pot roast in minutes.
Piece of pot roast? Didn't you just be doing that though? You just be eating even when
Oh man, I realized about myself, I do not have to be hungry to eat. I just have to be in the vicinity of food.
I've been just all over the place. And when we went shopping, I went shopping like I was 9 years old. I got a bunch of Doritos and snack cakes.
Why?
I don't
Melissa has
know.
been cooking like I'm like, woman, you have to stop. Breakfast, lunch. Yesterday, she cooked 2 dinners at once. Once for dinner yesterday and one for today. I ate 2 dinners. I was like, pot roast and chuck wagon chili? Oh, I don't even need 2 dinners. I got choices. It was like a buffet. Like, let me get a piece. Oh, this too. Desserts. She been making peach cobbler. Just be leaving them on the counters. You're my enemy. You're my mortal enemy.
You had hometown buffet at your actual home?
Bro, and it's Melissa don't be having time because the kids got soccer and school and this and all that. So we be Postmating, bro. She be, every time I come home, bacon, eggs, hash brown casserole. I'm like, yes, I will eat it. I will. And the other day, I was like, okay, I ate a little bit too much peach cobbler. I was like, okay, that's it for me. I'm going to have a smoothie for dinner. She's like, well, I might cook dinner. I was like, cook dinner? It's 8:30. Bro, dinner was ready at 9:30. I was like, well, can't just let it go to waste.
Bro, I've been having days where she'll cook certain days and we'll Postmate in the same day. I'm like, this isn't even the right order of things. Like,
nah, I had to get myself on a schedule. I actually start setting my alarm. I was like, I got to get to some semblance of a routine. Because when I have my regular life, I realize so much of my life is routine. You got to be up by this time, work out by this time in order to take the boys to school. If they don't have school, there's no consequences if I don't get up. Nothing happens. There's no meetings. If I get up at 7 or 3, it doesn't matter.
Bro, it was already hard enough to police myself and be disciplined before the quarantine. After the quarantine, like you was texting me yesterday, I had not gotten out of the bed at all. I was just like, well, I got to order Knives Out. Like,
you weren't doing nothing?
Nothing. I was just sitting there like, it was a mess,
oh my God.
So yeah, man, I'm glad that we're all trying to figure out different ways to get through.
Me and Tone been loving it though. Tone said he loved it.
I love this, man. It's like, sit down, Tone. No, you have to. All right. I love it. I hate to miss money, but I love this.
Yo, Tone, you've been pumping out the voiceovers. I'm like, this is a new one? You had like 4 new ones in a row.
I've been doing like no less than 4 new ones a day now. And I got time today.
How long do y'all think it's gonna last? Just ballpark figure. How long do you think this goes on like this?
Well, they just postponed my kids from going back to school to at least May 4th. I feel like we are going to be quarantined or social distancing for the next 2 months.
Yeah.
Like this for the next 2 months?
Big countries, China was hit in December. They had to go on the heavy quarantine until like last week in order to flatten the curve. People in Italy were not taking it seriously. Then they had like people, like almost 500 people died yesterday. I think they're going to start taking it a little seriously. The thing about it is, as far as my life getting back to normal, I might not be back on the road. July, maybe?
Yeah. Yeah, man.
August? I was reading, and that's the thing too, man. When you ain't busy, you just be reading. I was reading up on the pandemic of 1918. This thing lasts till 1920.
The Spanish flu, I was just like, oh no, this is no good.
I was like, bro, I got stuff to do.
Man.
It's enough stuff online to scare you, but I've been coming out and just being positive, and the last couple of days.
You know what I was thinking about? So we're all close to 40. Tone's on the other side, Doe's right there, and I'm creeping up. The longer you live, the more you will be susceptible to world-changing events. This is probably my kid's first world-changing event. I remember my first one was Columbine. I figured like the whole world changed. I thought it was going to change at least. But my first absolute world-changing event was September 11th.
Mm-hmm.
And then the housing crisis of 2008, it wasn't a world-changing event, but it was a world-changing event for me. Like, that was a United States changing event. And but if you're like 70, like you ask Tony's mom how many she had, she's 70 or something like that.
Right,
She'd probably been through 4 or 5, like the civil rights movement, stuff like that is like, so the older you get, it's going to be like, stuff is happening that ain't never happened before, and the world will forever be changed. Like after September 11th, y'all remember before that, we could go to the airport to the gate.
Yeah.
You could wait for somebody at the gate. My kids have never seen, they don't even know that. There's no TSA. All we had to do was walk through a metal detector. Just took 3 seconds.
Because I've never flown before until post 9/11. So that's all I know.
Really?
Yeah, I was scared to fly. I didn't fly my first time until 2003 or 4.
How old were you?
I was a grown man. I had 2 kids.
He was at least 20.
I was 20. No, I was like 26.
Your first flight?
Yo, what?
My mom took me on a plane when I was a baby. Don't remember that. But I didn't get on a plane until I was 20, probably 26. It was like 2004, or I think it was 2004.
So you drove, when you went to New Mexico State, you drove from Chicago?
Everything was either driving or train.
Train?
Yeah, train was beautiful.
You were on a stagecoach?
Yeah. When we moved from Chicago to New Mexico, we took a train.
Really?
Yep.
In the 1990s?
In the 1990s.
Wait, where'd you put all your stuff when you moved? Like,
well, we had that brought in, but yeah, we took the train. It was like a day ride.
Wow, I did not know about that.
Never knew that.
So all my flight experience is the tight security.
Dang.
But I don't think any world-changing events have been on this level where the entire world was affected at once. I've never seen that.
The September 11th, it felt like our whole world as, Americans.
That was just New York.
You know what? Here's the thing that's interesting about this. They say the human race, the only way to stop racism is to have something that threatens mankind. Like when it's like, bro, this is all of us. We don't have, people are like, man, I ain't got time to be racist, man. I haven't seen rice or toilet tissue in the grocery store in I don't know how long.
Right.
And then we had rice the whole time. Well, I was like, yo, we got a whole thing of rice. But it was like, yeah, we have plenty of rice. I was like, I ain't seen rice in years.
Man, the rice is gone. That bugs me.
The rice is out of here, Tom.
And the noodles too.
Pasta, rice, toilet tissue companies, their profits are through the roof. I don't even know why we're buying toilet tissue. Nothing about this says buy toilet tissue, but I think it shows you how people's minds work. It's the scarcity fear. If people take it, well, I need some. But I don't need any particularly, but I feel like if y'all gonna take it all, then I gotta get some.
Yeah, get some.
I got to.
It's almost the same sheep mentality that we see in comments sometimes. Like when everybody just starts doing the same thing, I think people just seeing people getting toilet paper and then everybody was like, oh, toilet paper.
Right.
They don't even need it like that.
I had to go to 7 different stores the day before yesterday before I found toilet paper. And I found it at Dollar King, and it was like $8.
$8?
Dollar King?
It was $8 for 12 rolls, though. That's about the normal price.
Oh, okay. I thought they were marked. I thought it was $1.
They marked it up for Dollar King. $8 is ridiculous, but I was willing to pay more than that at Target if I found a 12-pack.
How was the tissue? Was it smooth on the butt?
The tissue was flimsy, man. It's trash tissue.
Yo, did y'all hear about that dude who bought like 17,000 bottles of sanitizer?
That's what I was gonna ask you. Like, we all like kind of condemn that guy for doing that, but if stores are marking the price up, ain't they doing the same thing that he was doing?
I haven't seen stores doing that. I've seen people buying it and then reselling it higher, but my actual grocery store, things have been the same price. What they've actually been doing